Alright. So, I'm Fiction Rant, and I'm going to be playing Voyager Across the Unknown. This just came out officially. I already played through the demo and proceeded to deviate heavily from the script. Instead of blowing up the Caretaker array as they did in the show, leaving everyone stranded in the Delta Quadrant, I went ahead and did what any good Starfleet officer should have done, and actually obeyed the Prime Directive, and just went back home, and then sent all the Maquis to prison, as I was supposed to do the entire time, like my job. I'm not going to do that this time, because that ended the game right away and was kind of lame. Let's go for adventure, because, well, yeah, definitely don't want to do Years of Hell. Homesickness is a problem. Homesickness is a major problem. Oh, good. I'm tempted by this because this seems like normal difficulty, but I also don't play this kind of game. And I wasn't that good at FTL, and this is very similar to FTL. I'm just going to stick on adventure. Let's see how this game actually goes. You are the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through procedurally generated star systems. Your unique ship build and decisions you make will reshape the story. Sweet, I get to be Janeway. It's the first time and last time I will ever say that. If you've watched my channel, well, no, I guess I haven't brought this up, but of the hero captains, Janeway is... I love her, but as a captain, she is lacking a lot because she's basically like, yes, the Prime Directive is very important.
A few days back, this
Except when
Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's
voice
stern
acting now.
and
Yay.
smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis, she puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than
shuttle bay before ramming it.
It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Good old Tom Paris. I wonder if he will voice or narrate the whole thing, because that would be fantastic. Nope, sure won't. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy. Ready for your first deep space assignment? This is my best Catherine Janeway impression, by the way. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations and never get a promotion. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me Pilot Extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis? Wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Maquis for only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Wow, what an endorsement of his capabilities. I kinda sucked, so they captured me right away. But penal colony? Oh, my sweet summer child. Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Oh, I wanted to see the engines move. Those ultra-efficient, somewhat safer for the environment nacelles. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Dun dun dun! Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer an underground bases, remote planets, and Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us and a displacement wave heading towards us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Praxis is blown up again. Red alert. Helm, evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Hey, sounds like I've actually got somebody... Well, somebody messaged me. Cheap viewers Steam. I have no idea what that is in my chat. Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Ah. Hello, Oberst Den. Welcome. Yeah, I'm thinking that you're probably right about that. Let me go ahead and get rid of... Can I block you? I don't know how this works. Ban. Cool. That was nice and intuitive. Alright. Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. Also, am I nice and audible? Mr. Oberst. Excellent. Good to hear. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. I can do words. Doctor? Damn! See, I was trying not to cuss on this, but if the captain's gonna cuss. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core has gone to gray mode. We're on reserves. Barely. Wait, the deuterium tanks are empty? I'm pretty sure they're powered by anti-deuterium. Did they just blast a bunch of antimatter into space? Sure hope everyone's okay. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Alright. So I can click on the question mark icon. Number 1. On the left of the screen to visit any tutorial screen. Yeah, thank you very much. Activate the stellar cartography room in the lower left part of the ship. To activate it, open up its menu and switch on the power supply. I'm guessing, yeah, there's stellar cartography. On! Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer out is that we're not in the Badlands anymore. And the little dog, too. What is that thing? Where are we? Oh my gosh, it's a station. We've never seen one of those before. If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Alright. Points of interest are marked with white question marks to reveal resources. Scan until you reveal deuterium, the fuel source. So, yeah, we've got all these different resources. I remember a little bit from before. We are looking for... Oh, these are more resources. Nanites, gel packs, science points, dilithium, and deuterium. We are completely out of deuterium. And there's us. Let's right-click to scan. Click and hold, I guess. I guess we found some. Alright. We will pass time in the form of cycles. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colors of the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Dark green and light green, excellent and good outcomes. High rewards, such as extra resources, morale increase, etc. Yellow, average outcomes can include minor setbacks. Orange and red, bad and terrible outcomes lead to low rewards and medium to major setbacks like destroyed rooms, hull damage, or severe injuries. Let's not do those. Click and hold, I guess. Alright, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. Wow. That's a lot of... What's our capacity? 1,000. Okay, yeah, let's just fill up most of it. Of course. Captain, we can now deactivate gray mode. What about metal gray mode? Captain, ready to increase warp output. Alright, warp core is the reactor to powers. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Main engineering, do tier 1. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Now we can have coffee. Great. Now what about this thing? This array? Can't tell, Captain, but our scanners are detecting a Maquis vessel next to it. Let's find out if there's anyone there. Scan the ship for light signs, Ensign. No one on board, Captain. Scan the array, then. Several life forms on board, Captain. Is one of them Vulcan? Not sure. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room ready and repaired. Mr. Paris, get us a duranium deposit. We'll need it to repair the transporter room and everything else. Basic resources. There's deuterium, which is fuel, duranium and titanium are for construction, and crew, which you need for doing stuff. Uh-oh. There's a Talaxian backseal freighter. I don't know if we want to talk to this. Yes. Oh, no. I don't want to talk to Neelix yet. Hey, there's some deuterium. Or duranium. I know words. I love how duranium is like an alloy, but they just found a bunch. Oh, I guess it's another abandoned ship. Fair enough. See if I can not get a yellow result this time. Yay! All the duranium we need. Sweet. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Repair room by clicking on it and saying repair. But you only have so many work teams. Alright. Do it. Alright, and I can zoom out. Look at this beautiful ship. Most of which is not powered up. Bunch of ruined rooms. No life support. Alright. How do I get back to... Transporters are back online. Cool. I guess that's all it took. Mr. Paris, set a course for the array. Time to get some answers. Okay, I'm curious if I can just go off script. Sure can. Found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments yet again, so we can get our... Okay. So our storage is capped out. Do not want to just harvest a bunch of resources willy-nilly because you'll waste them. Man, burning 24 per cycle. That's a lot considering we only carry 1,000. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for first away mission. Oh boy. Wait, why is she sending Tom? He's a criminal. Whatever. Select heroes with the matching skills for the challenges you're anticipating to be able to do stuff. I think I'll select this guy and this guy, because that's what I have available. And I guess hit enter. There we go. Decide on the approach and select the hero to do the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirement, then success chance is displayed. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is very eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? Alright. So neither of them meet the actual requirement, which means we'll have to roll for it, but there's no risk. So how about we Ah, yeah, and then we've got these different challenges coming up. It looks like we can do this in a few different ways. Who has the medical ability? Tom does. So he'll have 2 different ways of going at it. Let's do Harry for now, because I think that... Yay! Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn to find a farm with people working the fields. An old man sits on a porch of a nearby farmhouse strumming a banjo. It's the set of deliverance. We're all doomed. After a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued and their skill values are reduced. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan accordingly. Yeah, so you want to try to alternate who you're using as much as possible. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Try to read his body language for any clues. Sweet, this is a guaranteed one. Oh, I think gold is like, you did amazing. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man, trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he's putting on an act, but they don't quite put a finger on why. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not your turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. You can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the accumulated skill is higher than the required number, you have a chance for a critical success. Gold part. Okay, so that's crit success. Sweet. Old man isn't much help. We'll try for the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. So I can do both of them because they have the same skill. Find a way to break the illusion of the wall. Just start throwing stuff at it. It'll be fine. Well, we succeeded. Harry and Tom tried to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. It really is the set of deliverance. The old man appears and reveals the barn is just an illusion. The back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room with unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman. They lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a gold outline. These people must be the missing Maquis. Hey, look, it's Chakotay and Pilana. Alright. They're being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Okay. Do we wake up the first officer or future wife of this guy? Yeah, let's do the wingman. Wake up the Klingon. Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room, and everything goes blank. I'm wondering how this will possibly have consequences for later, considering the fact that she didn't wake up. Whatever. Alright, no critical successes, but a bunch of XP from all the different stuff we just did. Got some level ups. Sweet. Enjoy dinner, Mr. Oberst. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? What happens when your shields are down? I'm back on Voyager? What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We've lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? But we were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Well, seems like he's back, still on the array. I hope. Captain, we're being hailed by the Maquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can ram this ship into your precious starship. Ram us? One of our own is still missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're being me over. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Maquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. Oh, interesting. So I get her instead of Chakotay. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Oh, and I don't get Harry back because I... okay. That's the plot stuff that happened. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Maquis. I never liked you, Vulcan. This is unsurprising. I assure you I performed my Maquis duties to the highest standards. Patak! You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay, and we can get it back in that... can't get back in that easy. They're sealed and their communications are shut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are inoperative. We require resources in the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. To be able to supply power to a room, you need to activate the life support unit and the corresponding deck. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. Alright, well, let's turn you on. Life support restored on Deck 5. Engineering office is now accessible. And of course it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can use it. Well, I can repair that. Repairs in progress. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. Okay. Alright. Oh, is that... Hey, I can zoom way in and out. Alright. Scanning. More deuterium. Don't need that yet. More deuterium. More duranium. How much can I carry? I can carry 100. Might as well head out. Hey, the office is done. Cool. Alright, sickbay. Engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Building and repairing rooms, even clearing debris, requires work teams. They'll be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtaining additional teams by building and upgrading engineering offices. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply, maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in this section first. Morale bar, which is this purple one up here, shows the current morale. You get to see the change based on food and housing. Your decisions in ship management and events affect crew morale. If morale falls to 0, the crew mutinies and the game is over. On! Life support restored on Deck 2. Access to the mess hall is now possible. However, it's sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicator rations again. No one's starving yet, but they're not having a good time. Repairs in progress. Until completion, we should address crew accommodation. The ruined room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Ship is heavily damaged and many parts are destroyed beyond repair. Free up new building space, you will first have to remove the remnants of the old, select the room, and give the order to clear the debris. Removing debris takes time. To pass the time, travel on the map. And I do get some duranium back for that. While waiting for our work teams to finish, we should continue to collect more resources. Campaign very slowly with the WASD keys. Alright. Mess hall's ready. Mess hall repairs complete. Should switch to replicator rations now. It will enhance crew well-being. With every cycle, your crew consumes rations. You can use emergency rations, which don't require resources but lower morale. The crew is used to consume premium rations made by the replicator. Those increase morale but consume deuterium. So we'll do premium rations. Replicator rations now being issued to the crew, Captain. Alright, so we are burning, I guess, 41 a cycle at the moment. I'm not sure. And the ruined room has been cleared. Ruined room removal concluded. Say that 10 times fast. Maybe we should rebuild some crew quarters now. It'll do wonders for morale, Captain. Build rooms, you click on them, and if you have resources, you can build them. Okay, crew. Okay, how many crew do we have? We have 27 out of 50 total. How many accommodations do we have? Work teams 2. I do not see a summary of how many accommodations we have in need. What is this? It'll tell me. Build emergency quarters. Your crew is the lifeblood of the ship. Each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind when adding new rooms or upgrades. Don't forget to provide the necessary accommodation or morale may drop faster than you'd like. And Tuvok wants to chat. What's up? Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember this voice, Captain. It's the old man from the with the banjo. But his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. You mean when you were on the obvious holodeck? I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want to get our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Okay. Appeal to his humanity that he doesn't have. Let B'Elanna talk. Let's scan the array. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for signs of Tom and Chakotay. No sign of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? Yeah, let's be a hard ass. We won't leave without them. Return our crew or face consequences. You are adrift, lost in a struggle you cannot comprehend, and I have no time for this. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. You're used to taking it out back home, talking it out back home, but out here? Next time, let me do the talking. Your methods might have worked against the Cardassians, but this is a different kind of adversary. Also, I just met you. Captain, Commander, I fail to see how a spirited debate will help us locate our missing crew members. Perhaps a more logical approach would be beneficial. You're right. Tuvok, it seems that the Delta Quadrant is getting to our heads. What do you suggest? I've observed that the array has been sending out energy pulses towards the fifth planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding the missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. Well, it's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? We're stuck with each other, Janeway. We work together, we go our separate ways. Fine. Helm, set a course for the fifth planet of the neighboring system. Let's find our people. Set a course for the fifth planet of the neighboring system. Maximum warp. Sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific POI to visit. Well, first things first, I want... collect anything that's available for 70. I'm going to do that because that's guaranteed and will put me at almost capacity anyway. Alright. And let's go back to the ship. How many work crews? We're using 1 out of 2 work crews. What is this? Sick bay, science lab. Ooh, science lab. Let's clean that. And let's go to the sector. You know what? Actually, I don't have to go right now. Scanning. Okay. Nothing new to reveal. Okay. We've scanned everything. Cool. Oh, I should have scanned it first. Oh well. Science lab is done. Current note. Ooh, research. Yep. Yeah, there was a scroll way. Okay. Arrow Wing Shuttle Bay. Cool. Crew. Morale bonuses are increased by 20%. Hell yeah. Observation lounge, holodeck, crew quarters. Yeah, let's get crew quarters. That does 10, that does 12, but this doesn't reduce. Yeah, this doesn't reduce morale. So let's research that. Okay. And we have a work crew freed up. Ooh, holodeck. Torpedo bay. What do we want? Oh, how are we doing on accommodations? Oh, shields might be kind of important. Yeah, we still need emergency quarters for everything. Yeah, that's all of our crews. There's the shield generator. Yeah, let's do that guy. Vroom vroom. Yay, emergency quarters. Is there any more ruined stuff on this floor? Yeah, let's do that. Someone gets to sleep right next to the sick bay. Okay, looks like this is 3 cells instead of 2, which makes me not want to put a room there. Oh no, let's not do that because we'll waste the bonus resources we'll get. Let's put him to work repairing the sick bay. Good to meet Mr. Doctor Man. Alright. Scanning. Scanning. We actually do need some more deuterium. Okay, this is also 3 cells, but continues on, so I'm okay with using it. Zoom, zoom. Yay, sickbay. Injured and sick crew will be placed in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. Let's go ahead and repair the torpedo bay, because that might be useful. Ooh, aero shuttle bay. Wait, we actually get the captain's yacht in this? Sweet. Deuterium running low. Yes, we will. Captain, we have got a major problem brewing down in engineering. Deuterium levels are critical. This ship won't last long without a refuel. If we don't locate a new supply soon, we'll be adrift in space with no energy, life support, and we'll need to act fast. Yes, I will do it. Ooh, and I get thingies for that. What? I don't know what that symbol is. I don't see it anywhere. Whatever. All right, loot the ship. Sweet. And we're full up. So we accomplished the mission. Oh, morale. Sweet. Alright. Scanning. Ooh. Science. Got the crew quarters researched. Sweet. Can't research that yet. Can't do that. Okay. Inspired workforce. You know what? I want to get this as early as possible because morale bonuses don't come along that often, and the earlier I can get bonuses, the better. Torpedo bay. Yeah, we're still bleeding morale. Let's keep cleaning. Down to 57 duranium. We'll get some from that, and then we'll be able to build more crew quarters. Cool. Alright. We do have the science lab. Ooh, chance for a crit fail. It's not that significant. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Not a great result, but not bad. Class J. Okay. Nothing new to reveal. Oh, yes, we know everything about Ocampa. Oh, those are just notifications. Okay. Heading over. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Yeah. Hey, the Maquis Raider. Let's see what we have here. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Commander Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? What makes this place so special? Couple optional changes. Things. Check the energy pulses. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of desert. I recommend a away team investigate the area. There is something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he was running out of time, right? Well, whatever that means, we better hurry. General scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. Has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet. No ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Analyze the atmosphere. Let's take a look at what happened here. The atmosphere contains no nucleogenic particles, Captain. The planet is incapable of producing rain. I've studied thousands of M-class planets. I've never seen an atmosphere without nucleogenics. There must have been some kind of extraordinary environmental disaster. You can study the planet in detail after we've rescued Chakotay. Fine. We'll examine the world firsthand. Oh, goody. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. Let me get more comfortable as I sit cross-legged in my chair. On screen. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Yeah, no shit. Of course. Greetings. Looking for someone on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Oh, thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the Caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The Caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're probably down on the planet with the Ocampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but, of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. I thought we were post-capitalist. Wonderful! To be honest, I've had it pretty rough recently. These pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal! We recruited Neelix. Oh, happy day. Rebuild Voyager and explore. Okay. Have any work crews available? No, we do not. Okay. I guess we could use more deuterium. Fierce deal with the array. Screw it. Alright, got more emergency quarters. Let's keep tidying up. Phaser control room might be kind of important eventually. Cancel that. And we don't have whatever that is. What is it? tritanium. Well, let's clean up the phasers instead. Yeah, I want to try to burn through deuterium before we get to the destination because I don't want to go over capacity again. Which we're about to do. Alright, oh well. Yeah, only 3 over. That's fine. Yeah, I guess we'll go there. Top off our fuel reserves. What? Caretaker? What a delicious meal! A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup! I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased that you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance. Now. Ah, yes, you're missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon what? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Okampa had our people. Well, the Okampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, I forget. The Ogla leader might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Definitely asking more about this. Anything else we should know about these Kazon Ogla? Water is precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla, they mostly get at theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Thank you so much for not showing us the bath scene. Alright. Very well. Prepare an away team. You'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Okay. Got one of my teams working. Got my phasers online. Next to the shield generator, and I'm full up on duranium. Workshop. Repair. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't want to go that over capacity. Alright, got that, which means I can build more. Ooh, this requires 3. Aha! I already cleared out a 3 spot, didn't I? Right, yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to shift these around or something. Alright. Got the workshop. I don't know what the workshop does. Oh, crafting, cool. That's life support for that deck. Don't need it. Alright. You know, I kind of want to get rid of this. How do I get rid of it? Ah, dismantle. Sweet. Because I would much rather have much better, higher quality crew quarters. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Send an away team. Alright, I'm forced to take Neelix. B'Elanna could be fun. He's got engineering knowledge and whatever that is. Okay, engineering only shows up occasionally. Okay, Tuvok would be super useful. Gosh. And I kind of want to send B'Elanna along because it would be funny. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. So I should be able to plan this out. I can do Tuvok, Neelix, or B'Elanna. Tuvok or Neelix. So probably Tuvok, B'Elanna, Neelix. Tuvok, Neelix, I guess. Let's go! The away team materializes in a small valley between dead volcanoes and involves different crew than I sent, but whatever. The sun burns them down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and the sandy wind whips their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, perhaps because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Alright. Don't have survivalist, so I guess we get to struggle through to a vantage point. Sweet. The away team pushes forward, battling the strong winds and low visibility. Finally, they emerge onto a ledge with a clearer view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up, and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Oh, the survivalist trait. I bet Chakotay has that, Mr. Native American dude. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Ooh. B'Elanna can do that. And she even has a chance to crit succeed. And she's not super useful elsewhere. So, oh gosh. I could get science, though. It's not much. It's fine. No crit success. We'll get one eventually. B'Elanna wastes no time. With impressive efficiency, she swiftly constructs a wind-resistant shelter from the surrounding debris, while all the while grumbling about the perceived incompetence of the Starfleet team. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges unharmed and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogla settlement. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? A whole bunch of morale. Which would be not necessary, but nice. So yeah, I think we'll do that. Let Neelix do an introduction. Crit succeed, come on, dang it. Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon Ogla in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are rather skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement. Jabin, their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but with more human, with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Oh yeah, human with a pointy ears. That narrows it down in Star Trek. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Alright, how's our success chances? Okay, so we can demonstrate the strength, but we get no rewards. Neelix just did stuff. Oh! Or we could have B'Elanna offer water in exchange for information and get some extra uranium. Ooh, big chance for a crit success. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Alright. The away team offers Jabin water from their replicators. Fascinated by this technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Ocampa live underground, their access controlled by the Caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he is holding as a slave, an Ocampa. He explains that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabbed a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands the Ocampa woman be freed. And we got a little extra uranium for that. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger indicator. Okay. Failing such a challenge can result in injury or even fatalities. Can we get Neelix killed this early? Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Okay. Ooh, more morale. I don't care about those because we have a lot in orbit, and I think that we're going to end up basically being capped on this by the end of this. Appease and carefully withdraw. Yes, crit success. Heck yeah. Cast recruited. I guess low numbers are good. The away team raises their hands in a gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulsive action, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger, and we got 50% boost. Dang. Yeah, we're almost at capacity here. And we got a lot of XP. Sweet. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued women kiss passionately. How does the relationship between the two go? Creepily, because she's like 2 years old. My dearest Kes, didn't I promise to save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. Now get off my ship. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the Caretaker. There's a tunnel, but the Caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kes, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful. Now, what do you know about the Caretaker? Well, for generations, he's provided the Ocampo with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. How'd you two meet? Kes, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious, how did you two meet? Oh, I met Kes when I was trading with the Kazon Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, he brought me gifts, he made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. Wow, this is like really, really blatantly like grooming. I'm your only friend. Hey, Gunny! Welcome, welcome. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Why'd you come to the surface? Kes, if it's so dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the Caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic capabilities, but those atrophied over many generations. We have things to do. Alright, someone get started on the transporter signal amplifier, and Kes, we'll go to sickbay and have you examined. Science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. With no other options available. Yeah, they didn't actually mention in this that the doctor's dead. They just basically said, we can't get a hold of him. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by for a few minutes. I appreciate it. I have literally just started up this entire Twitch stream, so... whole Twitch channel, really. So it's a new experience for me. They actually had voice acting right at the beginning, and they had, what's-his-face that plays Duncan something. He plays Tom Paris, voice acting for the intro, and then it never happens again. And it's like, come on, Duncan's awesome. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates the Voyager's emergency medical hologram, and he immediately sasses her. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now and this patient, Kes. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minute bruises and grazes, nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable of hands, young lady. Wait, Kes has a broken arm this whole time and is just... she's a tough girl. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain? I'm programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to, and a sick bay to reorganize. Okay. Yeah, alright. And we can only have 4,000 morale. Okay, that's emergency quarters. So if I wait for a work crew, then I'll be able to actually do it. Alright. We are running relatively low on deuterium, so I'm going to go ahead and set the course. Alright, got that done. Start doing more crew quarters. What am I doing with my other crew? What are they up to? Nope, nope, nope. Oh, building more crew quarters. Cool. Oh, I have 38 unhoused. No wonder I have negative morale. All right. And I don't need to shoot for ridiculous because this will already cap me out. Yeah, I lost 400 due to storage. Okay. Yeah, let's assign the doctor. Okay, so let's go ahead and assign. Need science. Hang on. Do I have main engineering? Main engineering. Heroes. 48% warp core repair rate. That's cool and all, but kind of pointless at the moment. What does it do over here? 14% research rate. Let's go with that. Okay. Shield generator. Ooh. Awesome shields. Heck yeah. And we'll have that done in 2 cycles. So let's just derp around for a bit. Yeah, let's do that one. Sweet. Access to the tech tree will access the tech tree to research new upgrades, which I've already been doing. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier of a technological category. Unlocking a new tech costs research points. Research points are produced by active science labs and can also be gained as rewards. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, you need to repair the workshop, which I already did. Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Alright. Let's start that. It'll be done in 3 cycles. Let's get some more research. Oh, inspired workforce. Perfect. And still waiting on those guys to get freed up. So this will put us a little over capacity, but not too bad. I'm going to build some storage. I wonder if I can actually. Need to wait for a work crew anyway. Let's derp around for a bit. Alright. Got some crew quarters. Signal amplifier has been completed and ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to the Ocampa. Yes. Captain, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cargo bay is overflowing. If we find any more of this resource, we'll have to nowhere to put it. We would just have to leave it behind. I was wondering if we could expand our storage capacity, perhaps with a new cargo bay. Heck yeah. Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. I suggest building new quarters so people can sleep in their own beds. I'll have 40 cycles to do it. Yeah, I think I can handle that. Okay. We got some crew quarters done. Have more soon. Let's build some even more. And upgrade takes stuff I don't have. Cool. Alright, got some crew quarters done there. Sweet. That one's done. Clear that guy out. Inspired workforce. Heck yeah. Alright. Field training. Increases XP. Ooh, that would be a really good one to get early. Borg. All mysterious. I'm guessing I had to get 7 for that. Increases maximum hull integrity by 50. Kinda don't care about any of this right now. Yeah, let's do field training. I have 86 other science. Does it tell me the rate at which I'm getting this? No? Alright. Oh, I'm getting getting? 1. All right. Battery compartment. Okay. I would love to have more work crews. Can I build... Alright, well, let's continue burning some time. Cleared out the room and built that. Need one more crew quarters to have us all set. But let's check out what else we can do. Engineering office. I can build more. Cool. How big are they? That's a launch bay. Workshop, sick bay, engineering office. They are 3 big. Okay. Do I have any on a floor I've already cleaned up? Perfect. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And we'll have all of our crew accommodated and get a nice morale boost. R takes me to that. I am learning. Okay. Yeah, don't need to waste that much. Derp more. Waste some time. Got the ruined room, so I want a engineering office, which I don't have enough resources for. Well, let's get the resources for it then. Ooh, we're running low on deuterium. Yes, deuterium. Yay, morale. Big chunk. Nice. Okay. And we need a cargo bay. Let's see. How big is the cargo bay? It is a 3. Okay, well, I want another engineering whatchamahoosit up there. Yeah, let's get this ring powered up. Wow, okay. I guess I'll build a cargo bay next to the mess hall. Can I move this? Not easily. Alright. And I've got an additional crew. So I'll finish cleaning that up. No, I should do those too. Alright, looks like these are all locked for whatever reason. Hydroponics bay. Alright. Q. That could be good. Plasma torch. Yeah, that'd be a good one to get early. I'm using all my crews, so let's go ahead and let's blow up some torpedo, some debris. Oh, and I hurt myself. We destroyed the vessel and extracted some resources, Captain, but our ship was too close and took some hull damage in the explosion. Ow! Alright. Hopefully we'll make it. We'll find out. Got the cargo bay. Each cargo bay can only store 1 resource type. Build more cargo bays or upgrade existing ones to increase the amount you can store. Alright, this cargo bay can store... Yeah, let's do deuterium. And they're done with that. So let's get these ones cleared out. Uh-oh. Entering gray mode. Yeah, gotta shut everything off. We are completely out of deuterium. Without it, the warp core is shut down and the only emergency power is available. This is called gray mode. While traveling in gray mode, we won't use any deuterium, but most rooms will be deactivated to conserve energy. Yeah. Let's not risk it. Sweet. And let's go back into the ship and I forget how to turn it back on. There we go. Alright. Oh, shoot. On. Okay, having to switch life support on every time is really annoying. Do that. That's too big. That'll work. Alright. Got that cleared out. Let's head back to Ocampa. Cool. Getting all the stuff cleared up. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Send an away team. Good to send Kess into the belly of the beast. Tuvok seems like a good bet. And then we need somebody with engineering expertise, so we'll do B'Elanna. Recommended traits, Ocampa. Oh, yeah, fair. We are going into the Ocampa city. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach up for their weapons, but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Captain, the Kazon seem to be more cautious this time. They still ready to attack. What are your orders? Show of force. Attempt to negotiate safe passage using your previous diplomatic success to build trust. That does not have a good chance. Use a transporter module to make a harmless object appear, causing a distraction. I like it. Yeah, it should be fine. Wow. Big chance for crit success. The away team uses a transporter module to beam a small plant into the Kazon camp. The sudden appearance of the strange green object causes... oh man, not a plant. Causes confusion and alarm among the Kazon, allowing the away team to slip past them and enter the tunnel unnoticed. Captain, we've reached the tunnel entrance using the transporter signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Alright. B'Elanna is fatigued, but can still handle it just fine. We get science either way. I'll just wear her out, I guess. It'll be fine. The away team deploys the transporter signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded in a large cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls, glowing in warm white light, and sprinkled with patches of green. This is the Ocampa city. I love how it's calling out a futuristic environment when we're in Star Trek. Whatever. Hey, Firelina. Welcome, welcome. Captain, we're inside the Ocampa city, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Can let Kess lead the search or get some science, which will not have a good chance. So let's let Kess lead the way. Kess approaches a group of Ocampas, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Ocampa, touched by her concern, eagerly provide directions to a medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members, but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. We got some morale out of the deal. A message from Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. The Caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Cool, everything is Tuvok. I guess we're clearing a path, because we even get some extra rewards, and we have the best chance. Sweet. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phasers to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit. The security barrier is the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Fortunately, we brought an engineer. Ooh, or we could collaborate, because this is the last one anyway, and we can guarantee crit success. Heck yeah. Away team analyzes the tremors interference pattern and quickly recalibrates the transporter signal to amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. Sweet. 200 morale, 37 science, and 14 uranium. And we got Chakotay back on Voyager. Tom Paris. Man, I love how they just breezed over. They went in and then left, and there was nothing about meeting them. But I guess we won. Yay. Way to skip it, guys. Back on Voyager, Tom Paris breathes a sigh of relief while Chakotay eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis commander struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Commander Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway, and Mr. Paris, it's good to have my pilot back. What? No champagne? Not even the replicated? I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. Torres, what's going on here? Long story, Chakotay. Short version, we're stuck with the Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. Alright. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. What do you know about the Ocampa? What can you tell us about the Ocampa? Naive, friendly, they don't get out much, and that's good, because they wouldn't survive. Apparently, they've been living underground for longer than anyone can remember. That's true. Our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us that the Caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? They mentioned a warming? The day our surface turned to a desert. On that day, the Caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then, he's provided for the Ocampa. How selfless of him. I do not believe this to be a selfless act, Captain. The Caretaker's focused interest in the Ocampa is illogical. There must be a reason, though it eludes me for now. Think for 4 seconds, Tuvok. Come on. Did you learn anything about the Caretaker? They say he's been acting out of the ordinary lately, abducting people. And he increased their power supply to half a decade. And he destroyed his tunnels. Sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? The Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died? I want you both in sickbay now. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic materials. Their bodies are rejecting it, rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It seems to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started the treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Captain, there's now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. The Caretaker provides the Ocampa with a mere 5 years' worth of energy, then destroys the access tunnels. In addition, he frequently mentioned during running out of time, the Caretaker has sustained the Ocampa for millennia. Why the sudden urgency? It is illogical. My conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. The doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. The caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, someone who holds the key to their survival, a compatibility with the caretaker's DNA. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe that the caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. Yeah, way ahead of you. However, I suggest a test run to verify system functionality and assess our temporary flight control officer's performance in combat. Excuse me? This ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except for the ones for evading Starfleet custody. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. You have one. Our ship. Seriously, Chakotay? All the Maquis and the Valjean as Starfleet target practice? What could possibly go wrong? B'Elanna, focus. We need preparation. I will pilot the Valjean. Captain, just remember to set your phasers to simulation. I'll keep it in mind, Commander. Alright, each combat encounter, you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strengths and abilities. Yeah. Coordinated attack. Shield hacking, heck yeah. Okay, dodges enemy attacks for a limited time, granting a brief window of invulnerability. Fires 2 simultaneously phaser salvos, dealing increased damage. Hacks enemy shield frequencies, increasing the shield penetration rate of Voyager's weapons by 20%. Rousing speech. Resets the cooldowns of all other heroes' combat abilities to 4 seconds. That's actually really good. I hate using Neelix, but that's really good. Alright. Voyager will fight somewhat semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy.
What are your orders, Captain?
Alright. Orders! Order your ship to try and attack or defend a side with either defensive or offensive movement. Fleeing requires enemy engines to be damaged, while surrendering costs resources in the form of payment. You can also repair damaged subsystems. Proceed to offensive movement.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Evasive maneuver dodges for a bit.
Ability ready, Captain.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Kapow. Sweet. Boom! That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? Yeah, except he didn't participate. Your methods were unconventional. However, the objective was achieved. An acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the Ray, the Valjean will be in a support position for Voyager. Alright. Have the transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. Alright, and it looks like I have cleared this place out. So... Nope, gotta deal with the array first. Alright. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Yeah, I wanted more engineering office. I'm getting a little overzealous with the zooming in this. Okay, don't need any more crew quarters at the moment. Don't have any titanium, so I can't expand too much. Nope. Nope. Have I cleared everything? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Don't have any Borg tech. Can't do any of that. Can't do any of that. I could put emergency quarters there, but don't want to. And can't do that. Alright, well, I guess we have a bunch of space left up. I don't... Okay, battery compartments only take one, so I can kind of scatter them around. -2 damage per cycle from phenomena. Oh, yeah. Balana's in science. Bridge. No allies, okay. Mess hall. Heroes. +5 morale per cycle. Sure. It's Neelix, though. Alright, everyone gets subjected to Neelix's cooking. Let's stick someone in phasers. Where's my phaser bay? Whoa. 16... 19. Heck yeah, let's stick Harry in there. Wow, Balana will cut that in half. Okay, well, let's stick her in main engineering for now. Gotta figure out where my phasers went. There it is. Okay. He's in the shield generator. I guess we'll stick Chakotay here. And torpedo bay. Yeah, we'll leave. Well, hang on. Where's my shield? That's the transporter room. Holodeck. Now there's the shields. Let's see which of you is better. Definitely Chakotay. Okay. Plasma torch. Okay. Alright, I've had a few messages from my wife. Oh. Yep, I gotta be right back. Terribly sorry about that. Alright, we should be able to get going again. Alright, we should be able to get going again. Got people on Discord giving me well wishes, which is lovely. Alright. Did we queue up a research? No, we did not. Alright. Observation lounge could be useful, but not super. You know, I'm thinking the hydroponics bay might just be the way to go. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. And I think we have all of our crew assigned. I don't know what this is. Sector threat level. Okay. Well, that should escalate quickly once we get into things like the Borg space. Okay. We should get some more deuterium going. Yay, engineering office, more work crews. Oh boy, I really want some titanium. Wow, B'Elanna gets to be gigantic. Good for her. Yeah, we can't do anything with any of this until we have some titanium. So, I guess we're just stockpiling resources for now. That's fine. Yes, yes, we'll stock up on deuterium. Oh, that's the time we have available. Okay. Wow, that's a 50-50. You know what? Why not? We now have increased capacity. Let's go for it. Sweet. Hey, extra morale. Sweet. Man, so if we do want to grind morale, all we got to do is just repeatedly get close to running out and then stock up again. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Ah. Grouchy K's on. Oh, sorry about that. Seems we were expected, Captain. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. Yeah, they're probably not calling to chat. I have the Maquis Raider manned. You'll have support if this turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea, but let's see what the Kazon have to say first. Back for more, are you? Don't think your silk ton will work this time? You mean in the water we gave you? All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We will beam him over to the array and see if we can arrange that. Oh, I'm sure you'll have another fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We have no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine! Jabin, can we discuss this like two civilized... He's disconnected, Captain. They're powering up their weapons. Battle stations! Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. Let's actually stick Helix over there. Ooh. Instant shield recharge and Maquis maneuver. It increases Voyager's rotation speed and boosts weapon damage output. 20-second cooldown. That's cool. Instant shield recharge. I'm thinking we won't need that particularly, so let's do Chakotay. And he will reset our cooldowns for him.
What are your orders,
That's
Captain?
Kinda OP, honestly. Okay. Orders! Let's go after this. Oh. How do I switch targets?
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Torpedoes said to be fired manually. Shift key or left trigger on controller. They're very powerful weapons, causing great damage to hull and systems. However, their effect is minimal against shields, so make sure you have the right angle.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Sweet.
Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Yay, we win. I should probably actually repair the hull at some point. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help you in combat. Only one ally may help you at a time. Unlock allies by fulfilling hidden objectives and researching certain techs. Once unlocked, they will be available for the rest of the game. Recruitment and upkeep costs cost resources. Cool. Well, that went better than expected. Our raider is still in good shape. I'll keep it close by, just in case the Kazon decide to show up. You are strong, Captain, but there is strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcements. This array will be mine! Then I guess I don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back to where we came from. Impossible. I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Did you ever consider letting the Ocampa to care for themselves? Sorry about that. They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us... Captain, Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access this array's system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. It will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please, protect the Ocampa. The Caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. Now, when I did the demo, I did what Janeway should have done in the first place and just went home and let the Delta Quadrant handle itself. In this case, that ends the game is the thing. So, in this case, I'm going to do the Janeway decision. He's gone. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems to send us back? Destroy the array. My choice has consequences. Yeah, the rest of the game. We never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Ocampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready the tri-cobalt devices. What are you doing? The array's our only way out of here. You can't... I can, and I will. Tri-cobalt devices ready, Captain. Fire. Boom. We'll find another way home. I promise. Who do you think you are, making the decision for all of us? It was the right decision, B'Elanna. The Ocampa, they remind me of our own people. We were fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Ocampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Great. Now I'll definitely miss my next parole review. A missed parole review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Ah, thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought of that. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomenon, or if the navigational deflector is offline. If the hull integrity reaches 0, you get destroyed and the game's over. Hull doesn't regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Okay. Where's the engine? There we go. Assigned to repair hull. Sweet. Hey! We got some titanium. Can we activate? No, we sure can't. Okay. This seems like a useful thing to have available. Oh, right. I think I can build hydroponics now. Holodeck, 6-bay. Okay, where is the hydroponics? Oh, I'm currently researching that, aren't I? Yeah, there it is. I knew that. Alright. We are almost full on deuterium and half full on duranium. Why am I losing... Oh, it's from repairing the hull, of course. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Okay. Nothing. Wait, can I... Ooh, that's how that works. Okay. Interphasic coil spanner. Yeah, that's a bunch of pseudoscience-y mumbo-jumbo. Okay, tier 2 would get us an observation lounge, delicious meals, and sickbay level 2, kinda don't care. Transporter room upgrade, resource analysis sensors. Biolab. Ooh. Yeah, let's go ahead and get tier 2. Okay. Sweet. Oh no, can I not? Not enough available crew. Oh, that'd be a problem. Alright. Can I free up any? Not really. I don't think. You know what? Let's turn you off. I don't know how to tell. Okay. That's the hull. I have 5 available and I need 6. Okay, 1 more. Definitely don't want to shut that off. Yeah, we can go down to work crew. Nope. Cargo bay, science lab, crew quarter, phase control. There we go. Okay, that doesn't free up any crew. Don't want to shut any of that stuff off. Oh, I should probably swap that out. Sure. Man, 50-50 shot to get not even double resources. And it would put me over capacity anyway. So, yeah, we'll just do the 79. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick this up, and then we can jump to another system because we don't need any more deuterium. Yay. Oh, okay. Was telling me no life support, and it's like, yeah, what's the wrong? Oh, nothing. Got it. Okay. Hey. All right. Not quite capped out, but close. Okay, we already explored this pretty much entirely. Scan. Okay. Oh, can I scan everything from here? Eventually. Cool. Sure. Room. Have maximum morale for 20 cycles. Got the achievement. Sweet. Alright. Science level 2. Oh yeah, I also want to know. Pulsar collectors, you just get deuterium every cycle. That sounds super useful, actually. Craft photon torpedoes, that would be useful. Shuttle construction time, negotiation tactics. I need something to allow me to... this stuff is too rich for my blood. Well, let's get that battery thing unlocked. Oh, can't. We are at 26 out of 40. Alright, well, I guess that we can decrew this and power up this. Periodically receive trade offers when your aero shuttle bay is active. One trade can be active at a time and takes an amount of time to complete. Need to manually collect the resources after the trade went through. Hopefully, we can get some more tritanium, because that is our limiting factor right now. Bill Coleman. Alright. Scan! Might go for that. Probably should go for that. Do like me some science. Couple things of science. Sweet. Let's do that. Need a science lab. Oh no, I disabled the science lab. No. Oh, well. I guess we'll set him there. Okay. Let's not do the other science quite yet. Okay. Encounter the 70,000 light years from home. Seems like we're all in this together, Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crews on 1 ship stranded in the Delta Quadrant, fighting for survival. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist. Coexist, huh? Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer? You're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning. A chance to forge a new path forward together. 27 crew joined Voyager. Oh, good. I can power all my rooms back on. Neelix, Kess, you want to see me? Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine? That's what we wanted to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we're both very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and, cook? Oh, and you haven't lived until you tasted my Angela Bosk. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright on this long voyage home. I have a feeling you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and morale officer? That's quite an offer, Mr. Neelix. And Kess, what about you? What do you hope to gain from this journey? Did I get everybody? Okay, so Oberst is asking, did you get everybody's favorite Neelix? Oh, yes. Yes, Neelix has been inflicted upon my crew. I will not be getting rid of him. I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there I don't know. So much to explore and discover. Perhaps this journey could be help me understand my own telepathic capabilities better. Learn more, develop them. But I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I want to help people too. Maybe I could learn from him. Assistant sickbay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well then. Welcome aboard. Captain, you may want to see this. Looks like we've stirred up a little trouble. In a good way, I think. Sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time in ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Zibane? I don't know. Who was captured while exploring the Okampa landscape. Gratefully joins the crew, growing crowd of survivors seeking the doctor's care. 21 more crew join Voyager. I am going to need a lot more rooms. All right, everybody, listen up. Yeah, I think overcoming differences is probably pretty important right now. We're alone in an uncharted part of the galaxy, facing unknown dangers. We must work together to survive. Commander Chakotay and I have agreed to unite our crews as one Starfleet crew. Either chart new territories and seek solutions, explore, but duty calls us home, or explore, but fight our way home. Yeah. I like this one. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we'll continue to chart new territories and unravel the secrets of this region, but our objective is to return home. 75 years is unacceptable. we will innovate. Adapt, overcome, reach home, never give up, find a way, analyze, innovate, and find a way home. Never give up, never surrender. We'll search for shortcuts and new technologies to get us home faster. Somewhere along this journey, we'll find a way back. Well spoken, Captain. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and a valued member of this crew. Also, my regular helmsman died. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris. So sassy, Tuvok. Lieutenant Paris. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Even the game is clowning on him. Oh boy, imagine me becoming captain one day. Well, gentlemen, as your first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris set a new course. We're flying home. All right. All here is... Okay, let me stay here for a sec. That is so weird that it did that. All right. Let's go back to the ship and turn all of our buildings back on. Now that we have a ton of crew available. Where the heck is that engineering bay I disabled? There it is. Oh, it wasn't an engineering bay. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Sure. And I don't have any of that still. I am 36 short for crew quarters. Let's go ahead and get a hold of some more uranium. Yeah, let's get the tractor beam going. No! Oh well. Emergency quarters. We'll take a chunk out of our shortage. Yeah, we need more tech for that. We also did end up with some more tech points. So I can research that. Yeah, good for a little bit of insurance in the case of gray mode. Okay. Speaking of science, she blinded me with science. New trade officer offers. While scanning the ring system of the planet of a Class D planet, Voyager detects traces of the 247th element, a major breakthrough for the Federation. Analyzing these samples could provide valuable scientific insights. Good old dead people. The risk is too high to send down a team. A sample is brought aboard for analysis. Yeah, let's dispatch a team. What's the worst that could happen? Oh no! 3 crew got sick. Oh well. Off we go. Got some emergency quarters done. Really need some titanium. Ah yeah. Trade offer. Heck no. Why would I trade my limited resource for unlimited resource? Go away. Alright. Yeah, that'll put me over capacity. No life support. Oh, I need all 3 of these active in order to do that? Jeez, okay. You know what I really need? Tier 2 of this. So I can get... Well, no, I need Tier 3 so I can get upgraded quarters. Because that'll increase their capacity to 5 apiece. So nice of the game to give me suddenly 50 extra crew. Alright, well, we should stock up on our deuterium at the very least. Yeah, not doing that. Alright. And I don't need any more titanium. Are we still repairing the hull? We still are. Dang. Alright, well. Oh, man. You know what? Let's at least travel to all these planets. Could have some interesting, different stuff going on. You never know. Okay. That would increase the amount they can carry to 18. That would be pretty helpful. Can at least build a battery compartment here. Oh, no, I can't. It takes freaking titanium. No space down here. This takes a tiny bit of titanium. Okay, fair enough. I can do that. Well, might as well get this now, I guess. Why would sending a probe give me lower odds of a good result? Leave for now. Yep. And go to the shuttle bay. And another. Oh, don't have power. Okay. Another trade. No! Oh. I'll get stocked up on deuterium. Hull took damage. And I didn't get much deuterium. Okay, we'll try this again. Is that frame for live chat? I don't know why that's there. Hang on. Let me try to fix that. That is something I don't care about. Can I delete it? Oh, I bet that's for video of me. There's not really a good place to put it. I'll stick it up there. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later. Thanks for pointing it out. I thought it was just on my end. Try for more deuterium. Thank you. Wasted a bit, but that's okay. Let's go to the next sector. Come on. And no, that frame has nothing to do with the game. Alright, where are we?
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated 4 weeks. The integration of Starfleet and former Maquis personnel is progressing. Our current trajectory of 70,000 light-years to Federation space dictates a need for a long-term survival strategy. Due to the replicator's power consumption, the captain has concluded that we must transition to traditional nutrition and enlist the assistance of Mr. Neelix in locating alternative food sources. I have provided Mr. Neelix with a Starfleet Cadet's Guide to Shipboard Protocol, specifically highlighting regulations concerning discipline, resource management, and proper conduct. To date, I have observed no discernible alteration in his operational methodology or adherence to protocol. I will therefore continue to monitor his activities to ensure that his unconventional approach does not result in any culinary incidents.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris.
I'm glad there's some voice acting in this.
Flight Control Officer. has a nice ring to it. Who'd have thought you only need to get yourself stranded 70,000 light years from home to actually climb the Starfleet ladder?
Desperation.
Starfleet brass and Maquis rebels all crammed onto one ship? Found a good pal in Harry Kim. His nose is still glued to the How to Be a Model Ensign manuals, but he's got potential. My off-duty hours? I'd spend them on the holodeck if the damn thing wasn't fried. I'm honestly dying of boredom. So, to keep from going completely off the rails, I've decided to start building a hollow version of Chez Sandrine, my old bar hangout by the port in Marseille. Turns out, when Starfleet isn't supplying endless resources, you have to, conserve. And that, unfortunately, includes the food replicators as well.
Hey, Caro, welcome
The
to the party.
captain wants us to find traditional food
Tonic
sources,
fish.
and Neelix, our Delta Quadrant guide, is apparently the point man for that gourmet expedition. Sounds exciting. Neelix already puts our security chief through the logical ringer daily. Can't wait to see what kind of traditional delicacies he drags back when we actually let him forage for real food. I'll be sticking close to the replicators, just in case.
I mean, asbestos just happens to be a Talaxian delicacy, okay? Mr. Neelix, do you have any recommendations for edible plants? Plants? Ah, yes. There's a lovely little L-class planet close by. Lush vegetation, abundant wildlife, and it's almost perfectly safe. Almost? That's reassuring. Mr. Neelix could accompany the Way team to provide first-hand guidance. I'll second that. Lieutenant Paris, set a course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to announce our new chief engineer. Lieutenant Carey, you've kept engineering running smoothly during the past few weeks. Thank you for that. Ah, yes, person we haven't been introduced to yet in this game. I'm happy to serve, Captain. However, the Delta Quadrant requires someone who can improvise when Starfleet protocols fail. Miss Torres? But Captain, I've been a loyal Starfleet officer for years. She's Maquis, a criminal. Well, you should have been a criminal, dude. You're out of line, Lieutenant. My decision stands. Dismissed. Miss Torres, or should I say Lieutenant Torres, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I hope we can learn to work together. Fine, I'll keep your ship running, but I don't think I'll forget it was you who got it into this situation. I trust you'll handle engineering with equal determination. Don't worry, Voyager's in good hands, Captain. You'll have assistants. Commander Chakotay highly recommended both Ensign Seska and Crewman Jonas, both Maquis. Well, that's not bad. At least I'll have someone to rant about Starfleet regulations to. Don't worry, B'Elanna. We'll find ways to adapt to Starfleet. We always have. Oh, scummy jerk. Anything you need, just say the word, Lieutenant. You can count on me. Just do your job, Jonas. That's all I need. You start right away. We're reaching the L-class planet, and we've got plenty of work to do. All right. Visit the L-class planet to search for food. Why do I have a blue thingy here? I don't know what that means. All right, well, might as well scan all this stuff. See if we can find some tritanium. Hey, ask and ye shall receive. Heck yeah. Oh, it's a space station. Alright. Oh, man. 81 tritanium. Heck yeah. Ooh. Alright, Captain, our sensors have detected a space station. The hull of the space station is breached, and we detect no life signs on board. Finding resources in this harsh environment could be difficult. It's only a difference of 10, and this one has a lot more chance for screwing up. So I'm going to do this one. Yes! Okay, let's get some more life support online. And that's all my work crews, because the other one is working on getting the shields back, or the hull repaired. Captain, the work core was never fully repaired after the initial damage, bringing us into the Delta Quadrant. To meet our growing energy demands for travel and facilities, we must upgrade it to level 2. This is a fundamental task that will significantly increase Voyager's maximum energy output, which is essential for the long journey ahead. Okay, go ahead. dilithium and a work crew and moderate amount of uranium. Okay, do I actually have any additional officers available? Chakotay. Yeah, go in there. No, that doesn't have anything. I haven't decrewed that, have I? No. Okay. Nope. Nope. Alright, I think we're good. Head on over and pick up some more geranium. Wow. Okay. P-class planet where the surface is frozen. Resources deep below the ice. Retrieving them requires breaking through the dense ice layer, but the temperatures are freezing and snowstorms could hinder us. I'm not doing that right now, especially because I would end up throwing half it away. What are you? Oh, repair station. Okay, interesting. Well, let's go ahead and... I can carry 100, yeah? Okay. Man, these are brutal. Prototype mining devices for a Class O planet, largely covered in water. Scans indicate valuable resources concentrated in the ground just beneath the water's surface. They just really want me to damage the heck out of my ship, I guess. Kazon Raider. Alright. Does that mean I get to fight them for the resources? That could be cool. Okay. 2 more cycles for that. I do want to get all that stuff online. Running a little low on deuterium. Ah, there's our energy. What was that trade offer? 50 research for 500 food. Heck no. Yeah, let's get some deuterium. Yay! Yes, I'll stock up on deuterium. Alright. No life support? What do you mean no life support? Turn... Alright. I want to shut off. Let's shut off the shuttle bay. Shuttle bay is shut off. Dang it. You know what? The trades have not been going well. I will shut you off. Let's get life support on. And start clearing rooms. Man. Risk ambush. Quickly beam aboard any valuable stuff. No, screw it. This will get us capped out. Hey! And I got 3 crew. Alright. And I got morale. Sweet. Alright. Let's go get more tritanium. Okay, can I... Nope, sure can't. What all do I need for the warp core upgrade? More dilithium. And... yeah, let's do that. I'm sorry, did you call him Chocolate? Alright. 10 dilithium. I guess I'll have to do. Hey. Okay, there's another objective here, and I don't know what's going on with it. More uranium. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? I guess. What are we doing? Alright. We need phasers, and Tuvok is awesome at that. Need medical. Can't send the EMH. So I guess Kess is coming along. And need engineering. Sure. Sounds good. Alright. Captain, we're inside a cave system and our tricorders are picking up strong dilithium signatures. Oh no, I remember this. Orders? Okay. Don't want to use Tuvok at the moment. Ooh. That's pretty tempting, though. Yeah, super excited to meet the Vidians here. Oh, this is super tempting, though. Okay, let's try... Hey! Team performs analysis, finds no dilithium in the walls, begging the question, where does the signature come from? And I got all the rewards. Captain, we found a metal door protected by a sophisticated force field. It seems we're not alone. Orders? You can either blow it up or deactivate it. Let's not use Kess yet, because we have some medical stuff coming up. Let's blow it up! Big chance to crit succeed, heck yeah. Team destroys the force field and the door with a controlled explosion, revealing a constructed tunnel. They enter. Captain, we're sending in some kind of operating room, and someone has acquired quite the collection of organs. No sign of anyone alive. Ooh. Try to recognize some of the familiar-looking organs and get a lot of deuterium and a lot of science. Heck yeah. Cass's medical knowledge enables her to examine the organs. It seems they've been infected with a strange flesh-eating disease, the phage. Suddenly, a secret door opens up and a hooded figure rushes out, holding a tricorder-looking device. Captain, threat established. Orders? Shoot the heck out of them. Either run. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, I like the rewards. I need the dilithium. Yes. Yeah, the organ transporter gun, the most horrifying weapon in Star Trek. Oh yes, we had to ban this type of phaser because it disintegrates you slightly too slowly, and that's horrific, and we banned that. Oh, this one beams your organs out. The stranger is intimidated by the crew's united front and flees into the darkness. Worried about further surprises, the team retreats to the ship. That went super well, and we didn't even lose Neelix's lungs. Sweet! Captain, the away team has returned. That was a close call. Quite. We cannot draw any definitive conclusions as to what was down here. What about a guess, Lieutenant? Did you try scanning their computers or downloading them? A guess? We are dealing with a species that appropriates organs, and our away team almost contributed to their collection. However, the why is not clear. It probably has nothing to do with the flesh-eating bacteria you witnessed. Captain, an alien ship has just left the planetoid at warp speed. We can still follow their island trail. Sure, we'll chase them down. Our chance to find out why. Follow them. Is this time sensitive? Nope. Alright, do we have enough of the warp core? Nope, still need 20 more duranium. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and follow them right now because I feel like this is time sensitive, even though... No, it says it's not. I'm going to just test this. Screw it. Ooh, boy. Class D planet. No atmosphere. Deposits of resources below the ice. Low gravity makes remote operations easy, but the surface is extremely cold. Sure. Sweet. Wasted half of it. Alright. Upgrade. Okay. I think we're fine on deuterium for now. So yeah, let's chase down the Vidians. Upgrade successful, Captain. The warp core is now level 2. We've significantly increased our maximum energy output, making Voyager ready for higher demands. Yes, unfortunately, Neelix will in fact continue to yap at us. Alright, let's get more crew quarters going. Of course, I don't have resources for it. Well, we can repair some batteries. And we can get some more life support not repaired. Alright. Sweet. Energy is essential for powering rooms. Any energy not used is wasted. Use battery compartments to store excess energy and use it if you run out of deuterium or the warp core doesn't provide enough energy. Yes. Yes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and continue clearing out these rooms. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Keep going. Captain, the alien ship dropped out of warp and went inside the asteroid. Do we follow? Yeah, let's scan it first. Good plan. Scan it. What are we dealing with? Strange. I can't scan the interior. The surface stratum is a neutronium alloy, not a natural formation. It's like someone built this asteroid. Neutronium alloys. It's not possible to do that. It stops being neutronium. Take us in. Let's see what they're up to. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the dumbest of them all? Voyager plunges into the heart of the asteroid and encounters an unexpected sight. A vast chamber with mirrored walls, creating endless reflections of the alien starship and Voyager. Lost in a sea of duplicates, the crew must act before they are ambushed. I love how it's like, this is an artificial construction, and it's like, oh yes, this is a carnival apparently. They decided to make a house of mirrors for ships. Out of neutronium. Whatever. A hall of mirrors. Can we identify the real ship? We're still picking up their ion trail, but they could have left a fake one, so we fly straight into these walls. So this is the solution they used in the show. Just follow the ion trail, full risk. Tell Tom to navigate through the mirror hall, or fire torpedoes to shatter the mirrors. I don't want to use my torpedoes. I'm going to use what they did in the show. Reduce phaser power and send out a continuous beam until it hits something non-reflective. Their ship. The Mirror Universe Voyager comic. Oh, I never actually read that. Adjusting phaser azimuth to 15 degrees. Bouncy bounce! With no clear target, the phaser's beam brilliant light ricochets off the mirrored surfaces. The chamber becomes a dazzling maze of energy, finally revealing the true alien ship hidden among the illusions. We have found the real ship. Scanners are picking up 2 weak bioelectric signatures. They're powering up their engine, Captain. What do you mean approximate direction? Yeah, I don't want them on board right now. We'll grab them. Activate the tractor beam in the general direction of the bioelectric signatures. Got them. Open a channel. The captured aliens show up on the view screen, and they are ugly. Their bodies are ravaged by rot. The crew exchange uneasy glances. What has caused the aliens' horrifying disfigurement? I'm Captain Catherine Janeway, the Federation starship Voyager. We have a firm grip on your ship, so do yourself a favor and talk. Yes, we broke into your facility, and you didn't do anything to us, and we threatened you in your own house. This is your problem now. I am Direth, and this is Motura. We are of the Vidian sodality. I demand an explanation for what happened in the caves. I am very sorry that we tried to attack you, but you broke into my house. Normally we harvest the dead, but time was running short. It is the phage, you see. My people have been stricken by this disease for eons. It consumes our bodies, eats us up alive. The only way to fight it is to gather organs and graft them. I am in mortal peril and in dire need of a lung, but that is not your problem, Captain. Let us go, and you'll never see us again. Can create artificial lungs or transplant donor lungs? Hell no. It might be only a temporary solution, but we could create artificial lungs. Captain, the procedure was a success, but the phage disease has already unfortunately begun attacking the new organ. This will only be a temporary solution. I'll take all the time I can get. Thank you. I will never forget your mercy, Captain Janeway. As a token of my gratitude, Take our surgical device. It will help you. Thank you, Motura. Farewell. Helm, return to our old course. Sweet. Got a bunch of XP for Janeway and a new goodie. Alright. Oh, yeah. Let me... Okay. Which engineering office is it that I... stuck on repairing things? Unassigned. Yay, now I have a work crew again. Okay, and I do not have the uranium for that, so let's get over to a planet where I can get some more. Class G planet. Oops. Yeah, that was my mistake. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I'm being an idiot. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, see you around, Caro. Yeah, let's just get what we need. Alright, now we can go get some... Oh, hang on. I got it. Okay. Don't need to do the more risky one because we don't have the room to put it anyway. Okay, gotta turn all these back on. Is there a quick key for turning on everything? Not enough energy. Okay. How do I not have enough energy? Warp cores in gray mode. That's fine. Okay, just go to 2. There we go. Okay. Let's get some more crew quarters going. Resume. Get more crew. Some more stuff dug out. Alright, so that'll be 10, and then I can do those two as more rooms, and be all set. Okay. Do I get to fight them for the whatchamahoosit? Because that would be fantastic. Alright, let's get you cleared out. Can't build... Oh, I can. Sweet. Now I don't have enough. Alright. Let's send you guys over there then. Whew. Let's get some more. I'll leave that for now. Okay. Class J planet. I think that means Jovian, meaning... Yay, crew quarters. Meaning, gas giant. Detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J gas giant. Atmospheric conditions are harsh, but the potential fuel reward is exceptional. Yeah, why not? Bussard collectors. Oh no! Well, where's my nearest? There we go. Fix the hull. Okay, which one isn't assigned? Cool. Alright. grab some more uranium. Yeah, sure. Okay, can get our last room that we need online. Cool, and we will definitely have it in time for that. Okay, we're gonna search for some food now. Keep burning through my deuterium so freaking fast. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Come on, good result. Well, alright.
What are your orders, Captain?
Let's take out...
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Two, one, and...
Ability ready,
Maki
Captain.
maneuver.
Ability ready,
I
Captain.
probably should have done that after passing.
Ability ready, Captain.
Their shields are pretty strong.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
My
Ability
weapons
ready,
being
Captain.
hurt?
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
Okay, not helpful. Shields are down. System is damaged. Order repair action. Okay.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Well, it's gonna be a pain. I thought they were gonna send you two smaller ones.
Say hi to the stream.
Hello, stream.
That's wife. Okay, we got deuterium anyway. Sweet. Now I can turn everything back online again. Yeah, sure. Back online. Continue. I can build a battery compartment right there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're burning deuterium like crazy, unfortunately. Yeah, let's try to get that. That'll help with the bleeding. Okay, definitely need more deuterium, so let's see what we can grab. Yay, morale. Gotta claw our way back. Dang. Okay. Yay! Happy crew. Okay. Don't have quite full capacity, but what do we got for trade? Dilithium for duranium. Heck no. More morale. And everyone is housed. Yay. Okay. Can I build a hydroponics bay? Holodeck, officer's quarters, sick bay. No. Sweet. Okay. Now we can send the away team. Alright. Probably should send Neelix and Kess. And we have Starfleet and weapons. Let's send Chakotay. He needs some levels. Here we go. Captain, we've arrived. Half the crew must be down there. How should we proceed? I guess we're doing that. Harvesting inconspicuous plants. Neelix quickly identifies the delicious-looking apples as poisonous and the strange roots as safe and nutritious. The away team gathers a bountiful supply of food. We received your signal about a ship in orbit, Captain. Ensign Seska is missing and we can't locate her combat signal. Orders, Captain? Abandon her! Probably can't do that. Ask others where she was seen last. Analyze traces in the environment. I could really use some more deuterium, so I'm going to do that. Team discovers an abandoned berry bag near a cave, promising sign Seska is here. Captain, we're hearing voices inside the cave. Orders? Yeah, let's approach him. Gonna need science later, so let me leave Kess unused. They are armed Kazon. The away team calms them and lets them leave, their purpose unknown. Seska is priority. Captain, we're inside the cave, but no sign of Seska. This is not great. Oh well, let's see what we can do. Hey! Scanner reveals Seska's biosignature. She's shaken, but relieved. She explains that the Kazon attacked while she was gathering mushrooms. Captain, another Kazon patrol. We're taking heavy fire. Ooh, dilithium. With a really low chance to succeed. Ouch. Strategic retreat. Sounds like a great idea. Ooh, or distract them, and I can do that. And that, because this is the last round anyway. Heck yeah. Get some morale and research. I tried to record a decoy, grants the away team a chance to escape. They safely beam back to Voyager. +1 apple-like fruits and weird roots? Heck yeah! Almost got 2 levels out of it for Chakotay. Sweet. Captain, the away team is back with Ensign Seska and quite a haul. Should we move it to the cargo bay? I appreciate Neelix's enthusiasm, but I'm concerned about the long-term viability of these food sources and their actual nutritional value. Simply having a lot of it doesn't solve our problems. A valid point, Commander. We'll have the food analyzed in the science lab. Okay. Need more duranium. Working on that. Our deuterium is fine for now. Let's do the farthest one. Alright. Engineering tier 2. Let's get our Bussard collectors going. Yay, hydroponics bay. Okay. Let's see if we can assign someone here. Balana's not assigned anything? What? Well, she was assigned to engineering. Oh. Man, Harry is awesome. Let's do that. And can we assign someone else here? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Man, just burning up the duranium. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Ugh. Oof. A crew died. Okay. Well. Yeah. 14 turns of recovery. Oof. Well, let's do that again. Same thing. All right. Yay! And we are full up on both of those, which means... yeah. Let's get that going. Do we have enough room here for a cargo bay? No, 630, but also... yeah, I'm pretty sure it takes more duranium than we have. Alright, let's get some more fuel. Cutting it close. Found an abandoned ship adrift in space, powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, well. Let's go down to tier 1. Well, of course, that'll mean everybody's unhoused. The fuel management in this is brutal. Okay. Carrier. Cool. Okay. It wants us to research something having to do with the food. The DM surgical device reduces base treatment time by 10%. Sweet. Research in the science lab. Apple-like fruits. Okay, do I just do this? Ah, there we go. you back off, because we don't want to burn that much power. Yeesh. Oof. Yeah, definitely need that. Yes! Got some of that crew back. Alright. All the problems with power. Alright, well, we need to get... Ooh, more food. We've got plenty of deuterium for now. Eesh. Need more titanium. Alright, extra food. As the commander feared, the Leola routes aren't a long-term solution. We need to find other ways to stock our pantry. Suggestions? Captain, I was thinking about building a hydroponics bay. It would give the crew a chance to reconnect with the natural process of growing food. We could also hit up local trading stations with the Aero Shuttle, barter for supplies, do a little Delta Quadrant grocery shopping, so to speak. But Captain, there are many planets out there. We just need to keep exploring one to find one brimming with the most delicious, nutritious delicacies. Think of the culinary adventures. Hydroponics, trade, exploration, all valid options. Thank you. Oh, Captain, regardless of your choice, the raw ingredients still need to be prepared. Naturally, I'd be honored to apply my culinary skills. However, the mess hall lacks a proper galley. Would you be willing to sacrifice your private dining room for the greater good of the crew? Wonderful! I'll get to work straight away. To upgrade any room, focus on the mess hall for now and upgrade it to the second level. Alright. Need uranium. Go figure. A worthy sacrifice of Janeway's mess hall. This will give me a crit success. But that still won't match this, but this only has a 50-50 shot. I'm going to go with this one because that would give me overcapacity anyway. Need a... It doesn't fit, alright. Oh, or does it? Interesting. Hang on. No. Alright. Alright, upgrading mess hall. What? Okay. Alright. Got a decent amount of power and everything. Gosh. Can I upgrade my Oh, no, I don't have the research to upgrade warehouses yet, I don't think. Let's see. That's not bad. Okay, I need better ways of being more efficient. Reduces initial building, upgrading, and repair times by 15%. Cargo bay level 2. Heck yeah. Let's do that. Vidian Interceptor, which is carrying dilithium. I will happily raid them for that. Yeah, let's do that one, because this is... Well, no, it's 9 dilithium. Okay, got the same amount. And let's get some more... I would doing on healing everyone? 5 turns, we'll have a bunch more people freed up. Alright. Bunch of freeloaders. Okay, I think we should be able to go over here, grab some more duranium, because we need at least 50, so we'll go over capacity again, but that's okay. Actually, let's get some food. Bountiful harvest. Stumbled across a large, seemingly abandoned space station. Ooh, and it gives uranium. Heck yeah. Yeah, we'll quickly explore and take what we can. And we wasted a bunch anyway. Sweet. And that's still working. Gonna need more. More deuterium. Okay, cool. Got that. Certain rooms like the mess hall benefit from specialists. Okay, I've been doing that this whole time. Upgraded mess hall enables a new food option to feed your crew. Instead of using emergency or premium rations, you can resort to fresh, normal rations. It won't affect your morale nor cost deuterium, but needs fresh food instead. Each 3 crewmen consume 1 food per cycle. If your food reserves are empty, emergency rations are selected automatically. I'm going to mute Discord for a few hours. Yeah, let's do normal rations, because we don't need the morale boost anyway. What's up? Captain, we're picking up a distress call. On screen. Anyone who can hear this message, lost control of the bridge. Ship is falling apart. Help, now, please! Captain, this may be a trap. Analyze damage to the Kazon ship. Can we determine if they've sustained genuine damage? Its fluctuating nucleonic patterns might indicate a reactor breakdown on board. General scan. Let's see what we're dealing with. Ship is identical to the Kazon Nistrum raider we previously encountered, Captain. Kazon Nistrum is one of the most violent sects in the entire Kazon collective. Scan for other ships. Nothing showing up. Alright, let's go see. We'll help, but be cautious. This should be an opportunity, could be an opportunity to make new friends. Or enemies. Okay. Okay. Yeah, mainly just need more cargo bays. Unusual activity in this high-pressure nebula. Omicron particles scatter freely with larger clusters sealed behind stable energy barriers. It's a chance, but risky. Yeah, screw it. Ow! The extraction is successful, but breaching the second pocket causes critical damage to the hull. The particles turn hostile, and scans confirm they are organic. The nebula is alive and are clearly wounded. Cloud is conscious. Releasing all the particles may be the only way to save it. Remaining here is too risky. Release all the particles at the edge as reparation. Keep the deuterium and withdraw to avoid further aggression. Yeah, we'll do this. Yay, morale. And we got no deuterium. Jerk. Okay. Can we upgrade anything? Don't have the tech for it. Oh, if we researched cargo bay level 2. Not yet. Alright. Well, in 4 cycles, we'll be able to actually use stuff. Screw it. We'll go after the Kazon. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Send an away team. Wow, he doesn't help much. He helps a lot. Okay, cool. Let's help him out with more engineering and... Nope. Man. Need medical. Who all has medical? There we go. Tom hasn't gone anywhere in a while. Inside of the Raider shows signs of a massive explosion. No sign of crew. Orders? Okay, next up is science and medical. Yeah, which the others have. We'll do Chakotay. Sweet. Searching the ship reveals that the Kazon's horrific fate. They are fused with the wreckage. One comatose survivor is beamed directly to Voyager sickbay. What happened here? Let's examine one of the dead Kazon. Oh, well, this is a better chance than... it's double the science, though. Yeah, I'm going for it. Sweet. Medical examination reveals no signs of conventional weapons or combat, suggesting the disaster originated from within the ship. Any suggestions on how to find the origin of the explosion, Captain? Ooh, lots of rewards. Examine the ship's energy conduits. Conduits show signs that a massive pre-explosion energy surge originated in a radiated area behind a force field. Captain, there's a strange console inside the force field. It could be the origin of the explosion, but the radiation is preventing us from getting any closer. How should we proceed? That's not bad. Could do that. Yeah, get researching a bunch of morale. Well, we don't need the morale right now, I don't think. Yeah, we definitely don't. I'll take the chance. Modify a tricorder to scan the console. Sweet. Scan the console from a distance. The analysis reveals traces of a Federation technology within the console. The Voyager team returns to Voyager with this shocking discovery. Yay, level ups. It seems that the Kazon tried to install Federation technology. We're unsure why. Can't we transport it out to examine it? Not with those levels of nucleonic radiation. We could create a subspace bubble or build an expander. One's quicker and riskier, the other safer but more resource intensive. Sure. We won't risk lives, no matter how expensive it is. One expander. How on earth did the Kazon get their hands on Federation technology? The most probable explanation is that someone on our ship gave it to them. I don't like this. If technology changed hands, maybe it happened on the planet earlier. Who could have met them while we were on the surface? Ensign Seska was unaccounted for. I was picking mushrooms. The Kazon ambushed me. Quite. I suggest interviewing the Kazon survivor, Captain. Captain, this raises serious security questions with Maquis personnel in critical areas. This is about you being passed over for chief engineer, isn't it, Carrie? No, Torres, it's about security. Convenient timing, Carrie, almost like someone wanted to make the Maquis look like the perfect scapegoats. Enough! We'll determine the truth through proper investigation. Sickbay to Captain Janeway. It's the Kazon. His own blood cells are killing him. I need to perform a complete parasite replacement to save him. Requesting authorization. Are we equipped for this procedure? I've already run a compatibility analysis. I noticed Ensign Seska never provided a blood sample. I had a childhood disease and I was warned I should never donate blood. I already found enough compatible blood donors among the crew, but we still require a blood sample for general medical purposes. I don't see the point in that, Doctor. Provide a sample now. Ensign Seska, I order you provide a blood sample. It's for your own good. And about the Kazon patient. Ah, Vidian surgical device to replace his parasites. The Vidian surgical device will help, Doctor. Good news, Captain. The Kazon is stable. Chances are high he'll survive. Good. Let me know as soon as he wakes up. Let's proceed with building the expander. Where is my work? There it is. Okay. Let's get some more uranium. Well, no, I don't want to do that yet because I want to build a building to actually hold the stuff. When in doubt, get fuel. Alright. Cargo bay. Yeah, that'll put me over capacity anyway. Okay. Return to the Kazon Raider to recover the console. Alright, and you get to store uranium. Yes! I might as well go to tier 2, I guess. Reach our destination. Orders? Oh, more Kazon. Who would have guessed? Captain, 2 Kazon Nistrum Raiders are approaching. They're hailing us. Open a channel. Kazon Vestal and Catherine Janeway, Captain of the Federation Starship Voyager. I am Kull Kulla, First Maj the Kazon Nistrum. What have you done to our ship? We responded to a distress call. By the time we arrived, there was only one survivor. I demand to speak with him. We better not refuse the demand of the Kazon Nistrum Maj, Captain. We should question the survivor first, without outside influence. I demand to see my crewman immediately. I have to refuse. You can visit him later. This is unacceptable. No one opposes the first Maj of the Kazon Nistrum. We will take the damaged vessel with us. You have no right to interfere in our affairs. Keep your hands off our ship, or it will be considered an act of war. War, Captain! I'm keeping it. Federation technology caused the explosion. Until we know more, I can't release the ship to you. Your technology makes you brave, Captain. But you have only one ship. There will be 4 Kazon vessels off your bow soon enough. I don't like bullies, and I don't like threats, and I don't like you, Kulla. Janeway out. Janeway to away team. Get ready to recover the console. Okay, let's get some engineering going. Okay, so I would love to have somebody else to fill in there. Saving B'Elanna for the end, hopefully. Depends on the rewards, though. Ooh, Survivalist. Yeah, Survivalist. Sweet. Yeah, let's go for it. Captain, we're back on the Raider, but the bridge entrance is jammed shut. I'm positive it was open before. What a weird coincidence. Crazy random happenstance right there. Could blow the door open for some uranium. Or get some morale. Let's not use B'Elanna right now. With a controlled explosion, the team blows a large hole in the door. They climb through to reach the bridge. Captain, the bridge has been tampered with. How do we proceed? check for traps. Ooh. Let's check for tracks. And we get some dilithium out of the deal. Heck yeah. A thorough search reveals that someone has been here recently. They notice a trap next to the force field and disarmament. Whoever was on the bridge didn't want us recovering that console. Use the expander to rotate the force field away from the console. Heck yeah. Go Balana. The away team carefully rotates the force field. However, they discover the console is fused with its surroundings, making removal a challenge. The console is fused to its surroundings. Suggestions, Captain? We can break the connection points with a phaser. Yeah. Rewards on that are pretty dang good, and that's the last round. So yeah, let's just get a guaranteed crit. Away team uses precise phaser burst to sever the fuse connection joints. The console is freed, though not much to look at. The team returns to Voyager with the console. Levels. Console recovered, Captain. It is indeed from Voyager. What was it supposed to be? Analyze its purpose. No chance. The thing was fried in the explosion. Failure. Well, no matter what it was supposed to be, we know it was Federation technology. Voyager technology. We have a traitor on board. Captain, I propose a full investigation, which would require I suspend my other duties. Approved, Lieutenant. Let's get our hope our Kazan patient wakes up soon. I need answers. With Tuvok currently unavailable, his duties as Chief of Security will be temporarily covered by Lieutenant Nunez. Now, no-nonsense military man, Lieutenant Nunez is always prepared for any contingency. He'll make sure that every security protocol is strictly observed, leaving no room for error. Lieutenant Nunez was part of the original Starfleet crew aboard Voyager when it launched. His presence will ensure a seamless transition. Vigilance is non-negotiable. Quote by Lieutenant Nunez. Okay. Let's get some cargo bays upgraded. Let's do the first one first. Where is the first one? Cargo bay, there we go. Okay, that one's the one holding deuterium. Boom. And boom. Cool. And let's get some more stuff cleared out. Okay. We are full on deuterium, which is great. Got research coming along. Can grab some more stuff. Okay. This is very tempting. I'm going for it. No! Oh well. Warning? I am so confused. Alright, well, I'm glad we got that warning. We really only burning 32 deuterium right now? Because if so, great. I don't know how it changed that much. Let's go ahead and search for more food. Yay! Get all the rooms cleared out. Alright, what do we got? Captain, I have completed my investigation. Dr. DeBridge, I've analyzed Ensign Seska's blood sample. No childhood disease could ever explain her genetic markers. Ensign Seska is a Cardassian, genetically altered to look Bajoran. This is crazy. Impossible. You want me to believe that Seska is a Cardassian agent who infiltrated the Maquis? Ensign Seska being a Cardassian agent isn't as far-fetched as you might think. It's a common trick to use cosmetic alterations for infiltration. I was also a spy under your command. Thank you for bringing that up again. What are your findings? An unauthorized transmission was sent to the Kazon a week ago. It originated in Lieutenant Carey's station. Also, I found an encrypted security code in the requisition file for replicator materials. That code, however, belongs to Ensign Seska. Incompetence or intent? Thank you, Lieutenant. Before I make up my mind, could you summarize everything we know, Lieutenant? Lieutenant Carey resents Lieutenant Torres' appointment as chief engineer. He may have attempted to frame the Maquis as traitors by providing technology to the Kazon. Yet, it was Ensign Seska who is close to the Kazon inside that cave, providing a perfect opportunity for the transfer of materials. Furthermore, Ensign Seska is a Cardassian spy within the Maquis to be exact. While not conclusive, it does not help her credibility. Finally, both the transmission from Carey's station and Seska's security code were easy finds. Was this a clumsy cover-up or a deliberate setup? Ultimately, they both present evidence suggesting culpability. I have meta-knowledge. I know what I need to do. For weeks, a traitor has been in our midst, actively conspiring with the Kazon. That ends today. My choice has consequences. Yeah, it better. Ensign Seska, you are charged with treason. By transferring Federation technology to the Kazon, you have violated the Prime Directive. No, it's Carey. He's the one. He never trusted the Maquis. He's using this to frame us. Tell that to the brig. You and your precious Starfleet principles. I did what was necessary. Your actions have left us stranded in the Delta Quadrant. Cullen offered protection, and I made a decision. A decision that could have impacted the entire quadrant. You lack resolve, Janeway. I don't. Computer, command XJL. With a triumphant smirk, Seska activates her transporter, revealing her treachery as she escapes from the bridge. Janeway and the crew are left in shock. She's getting away! Let's identify the target. What is the destination of Seska's transport? A Kazon vessel. It's getting ready to go to warp. Get ready to fight. Battle stations! Even with our superior technology, we are massively outnumbered, Captain. I really want to try this. Yep, I'm going for it. I'm not letting Seska escape, and I like a challenge. Me too. Alright. Let's go ahead and give us some evasive maneuvers. Actually, let's do shield recharge. And evasive maneuvers. Yeah, lots of durability. Okay.
What are your orders, Captain?
How do... Oh. Okay.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Moving to attack the front, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
Heck yeah. Alright. Report. The Kazon raiders have been defeated, but Seska escaped with Cullen. It is probable that Seska and Cullen will seek vengeance. I recommend we prepare ourselves. We've got their number, Lieutenant. We're ready for them. Captain, thank you for your faith in me throughout this whole traitor affair. I realize my Maquis comments were less than professional, and for that, Lieutenant Torres, I sincerely apologize. I now understand why the captain appointed you chief engineer. You really deserve that chair. Congratulations. I appreciate that, Lieutenant Carey. Truly. I'm pleased to see you both moving forward. I'll leave you to it. I suspect our chief engineer and our new assistant chief engineer have a lot to discuss. I'm honored, Captain. I'm going to be counting on you, Carey. I'm not up to date with all the latest Starfleet protocols. You're probably more familiar with the quirks of this warp engine than I am right now. I hope I can depend on you. I assure you, Lieutenant, you'll never get less than my best. Yay, Carey. I completed State of Flux. Sweet. I want to stick around here for a bit. I want to trade science for food. Heck no. I feel like Carey has got to have a better spot to sit. I thought that I had... Oh. Okay. It's because I ran out of deuterium. Okay. We could use more cargo. Everyone's busy. All right. Hunt them? Oh, animal life. Okay. Well, I guess we do enslave animals for food. Sweet. Lost an entire crew member. Ugh. Deflector offline. Let's get more of these online. I can just advance time, but I prefer to do something slightly more useful. Yeah, let's get tier 3 of this, shall we? No, I guess not. Okay. Hull reinforcement. Captain's acknowledgement. Science. Yeah, let's do biolab. Captain, I'm detecting a growing sense of restlessness among the crew. The desire to move forward, to cut more light years off their journey, is beginning to affect their focus. It's not a problem, but to avoid significant morale issue, I suggest we schedule our departure from this sector sooner rather than later. Okay, let's get some more cargo bays. See if Carey would be better at this. Guess not. Alright. Chakotay's up there. Do we have anybody in Torpedo Bay? How many torpedoes am I carrying? Oh, 33. Okay. I wonder if... Nope, still takes that. Okay. Alright. Need more gel packs. But I don't want to go to the next sector yet. Stop rushing me. Right. Let's have you store food. And you store titanium. Because I don't like wasting stuff if I can avoid it. And let's build more cargo bays. Because I want more deuterium storage. Let's also, if we can, upgrade Yeah, I've got plenty. Upgrade. Can I upgrade you? No. Need bioneural gel packs. Bioneural jet packs, yes. And you can store deuterium and upgrade. Glimmer of Hope. Scans have discovered a wormhole, but subspace disturbances indicate it's collapsing rapidly. Captain, what do we do now? We don't have much time to investigate. Go! We won't let this opportunity pass us. Helm set a course for the wormhole. Yay, free morale. Okay, scan. Man, there's a lot of planets around it. Alright. And with that, I'm afraid I need to call it. So thanks everyone for watching. It'll be fun to do these. I'm not sure how often I will be doing them, but yeah, this was good. Catch y'all next time, and let's see. I guess I just exit and it autosaves. So yeah. Catch y'all next time.